Good morning, peeps. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday. Snuggled up on the couch. It is a snowy day in NYC. The brat is under the blanket somewhere. Let's see if we can find her. She is snuggled up under the blanket. Say good morning. Good morning. Say good morning. No? No good morning? She don't want to say good morning. So I just wanted to come on and say hello, good morning. Well, actually, it's almost noon. I'm just kind of chilling out right now. I already had coffee. I already did my quiet time. Oh, let me mute the TV. I already did my quiet time. So this is what it looks like. I really do not want to go out. But this hyper one is super excited. So I'm going to take her out for a little bit. So it's not even a lot to play with. And it looks like it's very wet. So, but I'm going to take her out for a little bit. Do you hear her? What? You ready? Got your boots on? You ready? She's like, come on already. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, you guys, take 3 of this video. Oh, you don't even want to know. Anyway, so I've been doing some reorganizing and just kind of want to show you step by step what I'm reorganizing, show you what it looked like. I didn't take a video of what it looked like before, but I did take a picture and I did post it in my community tab. I'll probably add it somewhere at the end, maybe. So you can see what it looked like before. But these two I thought were going to be the most difficult because I didn't know what I was going to do with all the stuff, but I ended up just switching it. So I had most of my book, well, I had all my books on this shelf and I had that stuff on this shelf. And it just worked so much better switching it. And it was just, I thought I was like, didn't know what I was going to do with some of the stuff. I thought these were going to have to go someplace else, but they end up fitting. Sorry, NYC life, you guys. So, uh, hold on, you guys. Okay, those are the housing ladies outside. They are talking to each other. They are very loud. But anyway, I'm sorry for that. So at the top in those bins, I really need to organize them. I just don't know what to do with it. It's like ribbons, fiber. The fiber in the yarn is not that bad. The ribbons are horrible. And the other one I think is lace, like my colored lace. That's not as bad, but the ribbon is the worst. This is just a hot mess. Anyway, so this shelf here is pretty much cookbook related. All the vintage cookbooks that I've collected and found. And I don't know if I was given any of these, but anyway, these are all the cookbook stuff. So there's some binders here. And then all of these are the ones I found the other day. And then the rest, let me move this. These are just some book rings. This is the Betty Crocker thing. It's falling apart, but I love it. I have another one that's in my kitchen area because it reminds me of my mom. And then these are vintage book pages that I've torn out of books. So yeah, I have a reddish orange one that that I got. I won these on eBay. And I wasn't supposed to get two, but I ended up bidding on two of them and I actually won the bid for two of them. So anyway, and then this basket is just like twine and stuff like that. Um, this second shelf, third shelf, whatever. All of these are children's books in the back. And I don't mind them being back here because a lot of them I have pulled pages from and they're in a basket that I'll show you later. Um, and then I do have a thing like this of other Ideal magazines, which are Christmas ones. I think that's the only ones that's in there. These are home, and there's one Easter and one fall one. And then these are just random books that I put in my journal. So florals and other books I put in my journals. I really want to do something with this book. This has like, I did a flip through of it, but this is such a big book. I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Anyway, down here, so all of these books back here are books that will eventually be journals. Most of them I found, the James Patterson ones are ones that I actually read. I used to read James Patterson all the time. There's some dictionaries back there. Sorry, probably can't even see that. But a lot of these I found. Somebody was throwing them out. This is just some sari ribbon. I really need to restock some sari ribbon. This little sewing thing I got from a crafty friend, and every time I get something that's sewing related, I'll put it in here. And then these are mostly vintage book pages, but this one is Christopher Robin's. I need to reorganize this. This is stickers. I'm not going to pull it out because it's a hot mess. And then underneath, this is like my overflow of vintage things like um, time cards, receipts, index cards, stuff like that. Did I say what's it? Oh, these are just albums. These are Prima albums that I thought I was going to use one day. And yeah, I started that one, never finished it. One of these days. One of these days. Okay. This is just a hot mess of random stuff. So folders, book covers, brown paper bags, gift bags, those long vintage magazines. I think they're called Evening Post or something. This basket is my hot mess of stamps that I really need to go through. This is like rosette trim. I have some colored seam binding and regular seam binding in there. Okay, hold on. Okay, second shelf. I know this is a hot mess. When the brat was little, she used to chew on this when she was a little pup. It's a hot mess, but I still like it because it works. It works for what I need. It's rickety, but it's up here, so it's sturdy. And until I find a replacement, it's just going to stay here. So this has papers that I use for my journal. So like coffee dyed onion skin, that kind of paper. This one has the same thing, ledger, loose leaf, all that kind of stuff. And then these are music sheets. I have these little tags. So music book pages. This one is florals. This one is botanicals. Then these are my children's book pages up here. Miscellaneous, that's like maps, Sears Roebuck's catalog pages, dictionary, encyclopedia. Oh, and in this binder, there's some other vintage papers in there as well. And then I'll try to be slow and go down to the next shelf. All right, so this shelf has my Prima stamps. And then back here are smaller paper pads and those scrap pads down there. And then these are cards that my bestie sent me in Happy Mail. These are all my dies. I'm not a die girl. I used to be when I did mini albums, but I don't use them as much anymore. I'm trying to use them more. So yeah, mostly Tim Holtz because look at this one, it's falling apart. That's how old it is, but it still works. And then there's my Big Shot. I've had that Big Shot for so long. I need a new what is this called? I think a platform. I need one so bad. It is so old and it's warped. It still cuts, but I need a new one. But they're so expensive. Anyway, next shelf. So these are greeting cards. I think this one is postcards and my Betty Crocker cards. Um, overflow. And then this is an atlas that I got from Selena. And then this is the atlas that I found, the huge one. This is the only place I could find to put it. It's so big, it doesn't even fit where my other books fit. So I just put it there. And then this basket has mostly bags, all different kinds of bags. These are envelopes. And then just adjust this a little bit. And then these are Project Life cards. I thought about going back to Project Life. I used to do it all the time, but I realized that the albums, the smaller ones, because I don't know if I want to do the whole 12 by 12, are so expensive. I don't understand why it's so expensive. It's not even like popular like that anymore. Ooh, that gets stuck. Sorry. All right, so this is cards, just like blank cards and envelopes. And then in those is a bunch of mixed match of all kinds of things. Playing cards, vintage playing cards, stuff like that. My Pooh stuff that people have sent me throughout the years. Okay, so the bottom of this one is paper pads. So these are mostly, I just reorganized these today. I'm not going to pull them all the way out because they're super heavy. These are the paper pads that I just got. Um, and I'd have duplicates because I've had them before, so I put them together so that I can remember to use the old ones first. And then these are just some smaller ones that I've had in my stash for a while. And then these are the rest. The rest of the paper pads. So yeah. Oh, and I'll show you where the rest of my paper is in a second. Sorry about the groaning. I was bent over. Hold on. So I was going through those two black bins. This is what was left in there. So a lot of loose papers and stuff like that. I need to go through this. And hold on. There's Miss Brat relaxing on the chair. So I need to go through these. These are paper collections and loose papers. So I need to organize these a little bit better. More paper collections here. Yeah, I have a problem. One more. Some of these have paper in it as well. I know I have a problem. Sorry about the dust. If you see little fur balls or something down there, I did not clean yet. All right. Okay, peeps. So I emptied out all the containers that goes in here of my paper so I can sort it all out. Here it all is. So I'm go excuse me, ma'am. So I'm going to sort through those papers and see what I want, see what I can get rid of, that I know I won't use, and maybe destash. I don't think there's anything in here to destash. I think most of this is like loose papers, some paper pads that I don't really use that much, but I might. So Yeah, so I'm going to go through this and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, peeps, so we got all of the papers sorted in these containers and they're somewhat in categories. So this is all Tim Holtz. So all my Tim Holtz paper and the scraps. And this one, this is flowers and birds. Um, this one is like neutral. So it's like black and white type of neutral papers. Let me bring the other ones up. Hold on. Okay, so this is all travel. So that's all my travel loose papers. This one is like colorful papers and like cut aparts that I don't know if I'm ever going to use, but I think I might. So I put them all in here with the colorful papers that I rarely ever use, but I might one day. And then these are thinner papers that I can use in my reading journal. So those are like the real thin ones. And I think that's it. This is kind of miscellaneous. So it's some of these this paper pad rather. It's almost a full one, but I decided to put it in here because some of these match that one. So I was like, I'll just keep these all together in case I want to make a journal using these colors. And then I have this Prima one down here, and that's it. So that project is done. I'm happy. This is the papers that I'm trashing. A lot of scraps, a lot of this really thin paper that I've had for years, and no, I will never use it. See how thin that is? So this is trash. This is the thing I have to tackle next. Okay, so what we got going on? I've already went through all of these. I love these things by Bella. I love them. So I have kits in each of them. You know, when I have papers that have all the stuff that goes, you know, the ephemera, the die cuts, all that kind of stuff, I put them in here. So I have a few of them. This is not a Bella one. This is just a paper collection that came in here. So I have my Winnie the Pooh and Tell It to the Bees in this one because I usually use those two together. And then have some other papers, Secret Garden. This is Prima, and this is, yeah, both of them are Prima. Yeah, two different Prima collections, but they're reds and blacks. So I have that. This one is Prima Diamond. I really need to I have to find the right digital kit for that. This is Leftover Portrait of a Lady and Amour. I think that's what this one's called. Mon Amour. I don't speak French. This is Dress My Crafts by Dress My Craft Vintage Saga. And this peony paper. I can't pronounce the name of that one. And then this, oh my goodness, this one is heavy because I got a lot of stuff in this one. This is like my Asian kit. So I have a bunch of different Asian papers and ephemera in here. I'm just have to find the right fabric and digital kit for this one. So those are in there. So that's fine. I love these things. I really want to get some more, but I don't have any place to put them. And then I have these papers that I'm not sure if I want to put them in with my other paper pads or not. But this is the Woodland Cuties Spring. This Woodland one, I love this one by Craft Consortium. And then this one, Midnight Flight. And then I have a little bit of this one left. I love this paper too. And then I realized I have all this purple paper. So I think I'm gonna put all my purple paper together. So I have this one, plum and chocolate. I have this gypsy rose. Oh my god, that just reminds me of the whole gypsy rose case. I just realized that. This one is Mente Nightfall. This is so pretty, isn't it? Oh, love it. And then I have this Fairy Whispers by, who is this by? I don't know. By, I have no idea. Oh, Blue Fern. It's so small, I can't even see it. Okay, Blue Fern. And then I have this that I thought I used, but I didn't. But I have another purple and green paper collection that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to put this with that because I have a whole bunch of stuff that I pulled to make journals with it. I'll show you in a minute. Okay, you guys, so this is the little container that I have all the purple and green stuff. So this was a runner that someone sent me, and so I cut it so I could actually make 2 journals with this. How pretty is that? So I had put these in there. I put some green and purple chenille, and I had this beautiful thing that someone sent me. So pretty. I thought some way I may add that. And then I had this paper collection, and so I added this one in there as well. So I'm going to keep that together because that might be the next journal that I work on. And then I put my farmhouse stuff in this envelope. I have some scraps I need to add to this. And then I'm just going to put it in with the other papers that I have, you know, the whole kits to, since I don't have a container for that. So I'm done, you guys. I'm so excited. I got my papers all sorted. I have a whole bag full of stuff that's going to the trash, so I feel good about that. The next job is to organize my stickers and then maybe go through my stamps, and I'll take you on for the ride of that. All right, guys. Okay, peeps, time to organize these stickers. So this is just a priority box that I just covered with this paper from a paper pad. And in between, I made dividers, but as you can see, they came off. You know, with these paper pads, these parts you never know what to do with, so that's what I used them for. So I think they're still in good shape. I think I could just reuse them and maybe add a new tab on the top. So I'm going to first just put them in categories. So these are florals first. I have these little envelopes for some of them like this that I took out the packaging. So the ones in the packaging I'll put in there. So see, I don't know what happened to the tab with that one. That one fell off. But I don't know. Maybe I won't even put tabs on them. Who knows? I don't know why that's in there. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do now. I'll be back. Okay, peeps, this is pretty much done. I have reorganized everything. I kept the same dividers. I found most of the tabs. So there's flowers, butterfly, birds, and I think insects. Recipe and farmhouse, travel, love and wedding, vintage, and labels. And then the back, I have one section for like baby, but it's a very small section. I need to find, I don't know if I have any more of the tabs left. But one is going to be baby. And then the next one is just miscellaneous. Just, I don't have a category for it. So that is done. Yay. Okay, peeps, so let me give you a rundown of everything I got done in the last few days. Um, I did my shelves, I went through the papers, all my paper pads, paper collections, single sheets of paper. I went through the stickers, and I think that's all I wanted to do, I believe. The ribbon and the stuff that has to wait because I haven't figured out how to how to make that better. But I forgot to share that I made some chicken and veggie soup on yesterday, right? Yesterday. Today's Monday, yesterday. Yeah, I made some chicken and veggie soup. I made it with chicken, obviously, some cauliflower rice, carrots, green beans. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. And then today, well, I started it yesterday. I made homemade bread. I've never made bread. I'm not a baker. And it's not low carb, but I wanted to try this bread. I've been watching this YouTube channel. I will link her the video to the recipe. She gives you a whole printout of the recipe in the description box of that video. Really easy, which made me want to try it because it was so easy to do, which is dangerous because I eat low carb and the bread is not low carb. So I'm gonna be in trouble. But I'm trying not to make it too much. But it's so good. It's perfect for when you want to have like when you want to dip bread in like soup. It's like that crusty rustic bread on the outside and then the inside is nice and moist. So it's perfect for dipping. If you want to dip it in soup or stews or chili, something like that. That's what I think about when I ate the first little slice. I literally could sit there and eat the whole loaf. That's how good it was. But I didn't. I didn't. But I will enjoy it tonight with my soup, my leftover soup, because I made a nice big pot that'll last me a few days so I don't have to cook. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Today is Monday. I'm going to figure out which digitals I'm going to work with for my next journals. I think it's going to be the lavender um, themed journal. I have the printable already. I bought it already. So I think that's going to be my next. I think I might do two, but I'm not sure yet. So we'll see what happens. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a snippet of a little bit of my life and reorganizing and all that stuff. And when I get the other room, which is my son's old bedroom, my old craft room, when he finished getting all his stuff out, it's taken a while because he doesn't have a car. So he comes and takes what he can because he has to take the subway to his new apartment. So little by little, hopefully before the month of March is over, that's his birthday month. So hopefully before that month is over, he'll have everything cleaned out of there, and then I can give it a thorough cleaning and then move the things that I want to move in there. It's going to take a little bit of time because I really want to find a nice, comfortable chair that's not too expensive to make my little quiet time area. So yeah, so that'll take some time. So I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what goes on in my little life. Not much, which is why I don't vlog that often. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, just put them down in the comment section below. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, have a great one. Bye.